Hi, Virgo. Let's dive in. Pre-messages for you. I can't help but feel like you've either retired or you're retiring early from something, or there's also this graduation kind of feel, but that you are in full freedom now completely. Hi, welcome. My name is Vanessa. And I'm Queen of Wands and Stars. I read for men, I read for women, I read energy. And I have a reading specifically for you, Capricorn. Of course, this is for... Did I say Capricorn? There are a few cards here that were also in the Capricorn reading, but that feels like a very different kind of ending. I read for men, I read for women, I read energy. And Virgo, I was feeling this great sense of peace, accomplishment, some like slightly bittersweet feelings because it truly feels like you have ended a chapter. It doesn't have to be retirement, but there's something of that kind of feel where it's just a huge chapter of your life has come to a close. And there's a lot of emotions that you have processed through that. And I saw the Hermit card in my mind when I was picking up on all of this energy. I do have cards already on the table, and we're going to dive into tarot in just a second here. But as I was seeing the Hermit card, as I was feeling these emotions of release and relief and peace, and that there's space open for this next new chapter for you, and that it feels good. And so as I was seeing the Hermit card in my head, the birds turn came into my head. I had to look it up because all I could hear where it was to everything turn, there is a season turn. And that was all that my mind kept looping while I was doing this initial card pull for you. And I pulled 3 angel cards here for you. First one was wisdom. And then the next 2 were contentment and delight. These ones are there we go. Contentment and delight. And I'm like, okay. And so then I looked up the lyrics to everything turn. And it showed me turn. It's like turn, exclamation mark, turn, exclamation mark, turn, exclamation mark as the title of the song by the Byrds in 1965. So if any of that resonates with you, awesome. Doesn't have to. And on the, I keep calling my table the deck, and I'm using card decks, but if it just comes out as on the deck, then okay. Maybe you could also be spending time on a cruise, or you like to sail, or there's something around ships and the sea life that you enjoy or find to be peaceful. I feel like you're going on a new adventure, but it's very peaceful, and there's a lot of wisdom involved and abundance involved. So already on the deck. Also, you could just be enjoying a new deck in your house, or a balcony kind of thing, or you're investing in your space. I also get these feelings of travel. So take any of that as it may resonate. We have law of attraction. I got law of attraction, comfort, overcoming difficulties, and fresh air as the first cards from my thick angel deck. I do a lot of work with angels if you are new here. And then in my sacred traveler deck, these are kind of my tried and true 2 decks that I like to do pre-energy with. We got infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. We got view from above, which was also in Capricorn's reading. And if you have gone through a huge relationship ending, the first 30 minutes of that reading might apply. It's a 40-minute long reading, and we really got into the juicy stuff for Capricorn at the end and it took a turn. Man. Whoa, whoa. So if you're a Virgo that does have some Capricorn placements as well that are prominent in your chart that you are aware of, check out that reading perchance. But that one feels more like a breakup, although that was the last bit that we got into there. Okay. So view from above, and we have transformation. A new way of living emerges, and uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. And then I finished out the pre-pulling cards with some animal cards, which I also did in the Capricorn reading for the first time. And since I had a Freudian slip and referred to you as Capricorn, I do feel that for some of you, there truly is some resonance between the two. All right. Cheetah. Get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. And I feel like this is how you have embodied yourself in the past. I feel there's so much of this retirement energy coming through to me. And specifically around nurse or healthcare and or being a teacher. Of course, it doesn't have to be that way, right? Take what resonates, leave the rest behind for someone else. Okay. Then we have Roadrunner. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things too seriously. If this is a retirement thing and maybe you've moved to Palm Springs. Tends to be a pretty popular retirement spot. And then we got another cat energy out here. You have tiger energy. You've earned your stripes. And it says you're being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you're capable of doing so. Now, when I got the wisdom card, this came out after I saw the hermit card in my mind. And I saw that you were going into more like contemplation and around the next steps to take. And also that if there are emotions surrounding the ending of whatever you've come out of, that you've been processing those emotions a little bit more privately, which is pretty typical for earth elements. Let's be real, it doesn't have to be. Especially if you have strong water placements in your chart, you might be fine with just emoting in front of everybody or with anybody. But for Virgo, typically emotions are processed, especially if there's crying involved, which I've gotten a sense of. But like tears of joy, tears of accomplishment, tears of just like, wow, you did it. That kind of feeling. And then that feeling after a really good cry of feeling more expansive and open. And when I got this wisdom card, we also on the table, on the deck, have wise leader on the bottom of the sacred traveler deck. It says you're a beacon for others. And then this tiger says you're being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you're capable of doing so. And so with leadership, wise leader, and wisdom, I just really feel like, you know, you're enjoying the fact that you have a pretty clean slate ahead of you. You have a lot of room to explore and to maybe accomplish certain things that weren't a part of your career that now you have time to embrace. And the last card on the deck here, fine, deck, fine. It's Meerkat, and it says, get support from trusted group of like-minded friends. And I feel like you are stepping into a leadership position in your community. And this could be in a new community or within a group of people. I've also personally been doing a lot of looking into the Camino de Santiago. And I couldn't help but also see you taking on some sort of adventure in that sense. Like wanting to travel. Maybe that's where the cruise ship comes in to play. Or you could travel, like travel could be that you're really like looking for a new place to move to now that you are in retirement mode. Or, and again, you don't have to be later in your life for retirement. There also could be retiring early from certain things, retiring yourself. Sorry, it is still dry here. Victory on the bottom of the angel deck that I pulled, and octopus on the bottom of the animal card deck that I pulled. And the octopus says, practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. Also, this wise leader, she has tattoos. You could be doing something to, I don't know, I feel like you're just doing things that you couldn't do in the past because you have worked so hard for this, and this successful moment has come for you. So let's get into tarot. I hope that those messages help set the scene and that they resonate. Obviously, for some of you it will. So, what is this about, angels and guides? Thank you for Virgo Collective that's tuning in here. Virgo. And that Hermit card is a card of Virgo. Could it also be embracing more spirituality and religion? When I looked up turn, it's actually taken, it was inspired by a Bible verse. Ecclesiastes 3:1-8. Those numbers could be of significance, or 31 or 18, or 3:1-8, March 18th. And it's from the the King James version of the Bible. And St. James, that's where the Camino kind of ties in, because it's taking you to Santiago de Compostela, which is where St. James' tomb is. So you could also be embracing more of your spiritual and or religious side. Maybe you're stepping into being a spiritual leader or a religious leader for your community. And this could be a bit different than what you did as a career, or whatever chapter you've successfully ended and finished. Not taking reversals today. I do see like some mixed emotions around the ending that you've gone through, and overall that it's really positive. We've got the Sun in the past and Ace of Pentacles in the current moment. 12:34 on the clock. There's a new financial opportunity here for you, or you're investing your money wisely and stepping into a very balanced, even more balanced financial position as you're able to share with your community. There's a lot of reciprocity, a lot of give and take. Definitely a very financially savvy Virgo. The Queen of Pentacles is your advice. Like, to continue figuring out how to continue nurturing your community and your loved ones, your friends and family. Investing in them. I really feel like you've got plenty to go around in a financial way, or you have plenty to go around in your ideas, your ability to lead people really well, to be a very grounded leader, a very heart-centered leader. Wheel of Fortune and the environment around you. It's all perfect timing. There's just like, to everything, turn. There is a season, turn. And it like, I feel like a lot of you would know this song, the ones that I'm speaking to, especially if this is kind of a traditional retirement. Then I'm speaking to someone who's gained a lot of wisdom. You've had some life to live. You've done a lot. And now you get to celebrate and give back and transform yourself in brand new ways, or there's so much more expanse flowing through you. And it's all like in divine timing. It's as you planned, or you're very practical, Virgo. The Virgo I'm speaking to is very practical. And you really could be considering traveling. And there could be people who are it's interesting. But there could be people in your life that have known you for a long time that are a bit surprised at this new life that you're taking on. You know, like let's say you were a nurse or a teacher, like I've been picking up on, or something else, and now you're moving into like becoming like a clergy member. Switch roles, right? Like Queen of Pentacles, if you're a man, just take it as, you know, you have a lot to give. You're willing to share that with your community. It doesn't matter that it's a queen on the table. Also that you could be very tapped into your feminine side and feel very, very comfortable, like you're very integrated. And that applies as well if you're a woman listening to this. Very balanced, very integrated, and it's not all for nothing. You've had difficulties. The worst is now behind you and you're surmounting any previous challenges. It's like ascending that mountaintop. You could be stepping into more of a hermit phase right now where you aren't sharing too much with people what your plans are. Like maybe you're like, I'm just going to go on a retreat. I'm going to take this trip by myself to celebrate for a bit. And people are like, yeah, you deserve it. And they have no idea all of these things that you're planning to do, especially around building your community. And becoming a leader. Contentment and delight, comfort, fresh air, law of attraction. And Page of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles on the table. Moving away from any type of dissonance with what people think, their own opinions on things. You're not placating. Well, you're not placating. You're not playing to what other people want. You're doing your own thing. And you also know that it might surprise some people. And so you're taking your time because you have it. It really feels like you have all of these resources at your fingertips. And again, you've truly earned them. It's pretty cool. Definitely a very aligned and wise and abundant and practical Virgo. So we're going to clarify just a little bit here. And then see where it goes. But it might be a shorter reading today. I feel like it's pretty clear. I don't know. I don't know the specifics. But there's been a large ending with some mixed emotions, naturally. But overall, it's an accomplishment. And now you have a lot of freedom to play around with, to work with, and to step into a new role and even like shapeshift a little or transform yourself a little. And that you don't have to share your ideas with others. I think that's probably also one of your characteristics that's helped you. Like maybe just the very few, very close, trusted group of like-minded friends are the only people that you really share your plans with. Family. Okay, let's clarify. The sun is here in the past. Thank you for clarifying this, angels and guides, for Virgo. For the Virgos watching. I guess I have gotten the sense too that you're single. That there was a relationship in the past that had good times and not so good times as well. I could be speaking to someone who's divorced. I could be speaking to someone who's divorced and who has really emerged quite victoriously like a phoenix through the ashes. You have transformed yourself. You've learned to trust in yourself and to not take things too... See, you have a good sense of humor, I would say. You've definitely got an amazing group of community and friends and family around you. Okay, so I could be speaking to someone who's been divorced. And that could also be where some of this abundance has come into play. But I feel as though you are single. Because I kept seeing just a single individual who has come through this. That would make sense too, why maybe the Capricorn reading would apply. If you've gone through a divorce or you had to go through a painful ending to a romantic partnership, relationship, maybe it wasn't super romantic, but like a marriage in the past. Or heaven forbid as well, you're a widow or widower. I mean, there's so many just life cycles playing out here that you have really learned from. You haven't allowed the rainy days to dampen your spirit. You see when the sun is shining too. You see the rainbow blessings that come after a storm. Let's keep going. Definitely a very strong Virgo. Kind of feel like it's a mixture of you doing really well for yourself financially and retiring, and also a relationship, a marriage coming to an end that is also providing for you financially. And I don't know. I'm no judgment. It just looks like you're very financially set and that you are really balanced with how you use your money, how you share, how you invest. Investments. You could also have been a financial planner or now you're moving into an investor role. I don't know. This is quite interesting. Queen of Pentacles is your advice. Can you clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please? Ace of Cups. It's just definitely a new beginning in heart expansion, in love. Like your cup is full and you're able to flow into others. And there could also be a new love present on its way. You can do whatever you want with your heart. You don't have to get into another relationship if there was, in fact, an ending to one that you've been healing. But again, it feels like you've taken your time to already reflect and heal. Listen to the song Turn, Turn, Turn by the Byrds, or just look up the lyrics, because it truly is all encompassing in this. And if you are a Virgo that I'm speaking to who has gone through a divorce that was really painful, then the Capricorn reading will apply, especially those last 10 minutes. It took 30 minutes for me, figuring it out. And then the last 11 to 12 minutes, it's like, oh, someone did you wrong. Okay, that's not going to apply for all Virgos here. Some of you, again, it's just that you've retired and you've ended out a huge phase of your life and you're free to explore this new chapter of your life. For some of you, you've gone through a divorce that was very painful, and you've received a financial settlement that kind of allows you to retire yourself, or that you're set kind of deal financially. And so you get to explore this new transformed version of you that's really a leadership role. And especially with your community. I mean, I just see you pouring into your community, and you could perchance meet a very aligned, loving relationship. If you're a widow or widower, and let's say the relationship was really beautiful, this person, it looks like they left you enough money to move forward, regardless of how this has come about, or if it's a mixture of any of those together. You are financially in a good place. You're emotionally in a good place because you've taken the time to process the tears and the emotions. And now you get to expand into this new sense of self. Yeah, just learning how to balance and harmonize and alchemize. Seeing the truth of where your inspirations are leading you next. I do see more travel. I see moving. You're going to go traveling to look for the new place that you want to move to. Or you love where you live and your community, and it's super supportive. And so you're just going to take like a retreat, or you're going to go walk the Camino de Santiago or something of the sort, right? It doesn't have to be that. If it was a relationship that ended, there could be other family members associated to that person who maybe are trying to interfere a little bit. Like maybe they want a piece of the pie, but they got what was given, they got theirs, but maybe they think it was like unfair how you came out so set, but like it's none of their business. But they're like kind of putting up a bit of a fight. Maybe being a little bit sneaky, but you see through it. Or if it was a divorce, this person doesn't want you to come out so well. But it's like too late. Sorry, I'm not laughing at, I'm just feeling the emotions, and laughter is a default for me in anything uncomfortable. Even when there are like awkward moments I notice, or like intense moments I notice, like my default is to kind of like laugh a little bit. And that's to not play into the like kind of energy. It's just a tactic I've noticed in my adult life that's from childhood. So I do not mean any offense if I'm laughing at something that is sensitive. It kind of plays on this whole like keep your sense of humor and don't take things too seriously. Like I don't see you taking personal offense to the way that people are like personally offended, or they're like, I should have received that, and you're like, well, I lived with the person. Or, well, I went through this whole thing with a horrible boss and still I retired and I'm doing really well. Like, I don't know. There's some people, you're not sharing everything with people that you don't need to. You've got a really good head on your shoulders, Virgo. And there's this opening for a new, like soulmate experience to come in. Doesn't have to, you don't have to want that or be open to it, or don't go like looking for it. I don't think you are. I think you're really, really focused on yourself, the transformation that you're going to moving forward, and investing in yourself and your community and your loved ones, people that you really can trust, who have been there for you through thick and thin. Wow. I love how I pick up on all this energy in the beginning, and I like have a rough idea and feel, and then I'm like, I really don't know what this is about. And then we get into some like clarity here towards the end. For those of you that it resonates with, this will not be a message for everyone. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest behind for someone else, because there are multiple people I'm reading for here. I'm going to pull one Angel Therapy card, and I'm going to pull one Angels of Abundance card, and we're going to call it. All right, Virgo. I really hope that this is helping, but it looks like you're in a really good place, and I'm excited for you to take on this new identity, this new leadership position, to really invest in yourself. It feels like you are about to do a little bit of traveling, and it would be good for you to get away from some of these people that are trying to like interfere in the abundance that you've received. Crystals. The energy of crystals supports you and helps you with your present situation. Emotional sensitivity. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity, as it is a gift to us all. I guess I'm pulling 3. 3 is kind of like my number I like to pull here if I can. Thank you, angels. Earth Angel, you are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. I always love looking at this card. Can't tell if that's a dog or a bird in the background. On the bottom of the deck, we do have Twin Flame, if you're into that. The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. Angels of Abundance. We'll call it Virgo. Just one. Thank you, angels and guides. Just one. Vanessa, remember, just one. For Virgo, for the collective that is still here with me. So grateful for you guys. Really enjoy reading these energies, delivering messages to empower you. That is my goal. My goal is to empower you with the truth of what I see in front of me and what I sense. So I really hope I've helped. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. I think that sums this whole thing up pretty well. To everything, turn. Power prayer. Give the situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. Get clear on your intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. That's that cheetah medicine. And block out distractions on the bottom under that card. All right, Virgo, I really hope this helps. I'm excited for you. 3333 on the clock, and I will see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe if you appreciated this, comment below and let me know what this is all about, and I'll see you in another reading.